How you doing, everyone worldwide? Um, I have a vinyl update, you know, and some other things to share. I'll start with music, though. Okay, I'll just start by saying that since money is tight, I just took some records down to the antiquarium to trade, and they only took two out of the pile that I took, and even then, I like to be fair. I thought that they wanted to give me too much for Best of Blondie. I said, this record isn't rare, so drop it down. And that's just the way I want to be. Anyway, I traded and got a couple of records, and then I went to Drastic and I bought a record. I ended up buying one of my old records back. I had to get it. It's kind of seems stupid, but I bought my record back. Let's go ahead and start with music. I have several things on my mind. We'll see what I get to. We'll see what I forget. So at the antiquarium, what I traded, I got Swell Maps, Sweep the Desert. And what this is this is a U.S. release of some of the early singles. Several of these I actually still have original copies of. Swell Maps were a ramshackle thing that sounds like it was about to fall apart at any minute. And yet there was something very powerful in the sound and the mixture of the personalities in the music. This stands up to this day. I just played side one. And as ramshackle as it is, there's something powerful in the way the band plays. This is very good. Really glad to get this. I did have their first album. I still have the limited edition single from it. Okay, the other thing that I got in trade was, still in shrink, Native Dancer, Wayne Shorter. This is an album that he made with Milton Nascimento. I have had this since it was released on CD. Wonderful album. I love Wayne Shorter and Milton Nascimento. This is just excellent. Just excellent, mixture of Brazilian and jazz. Then I went over to the to Drastic to see what was up, and they had they have a wall behind the counter where they display, like a lot of places, the more rare collectible records, and I noticed one, and the price was more than I wanted to pay, but it was still only $20. And then this is probably my copy, Dead Can Dance, Garden of the Arcane Delights. I'm pretty sure this is my old copy I bought back. This is an original on 4AD. You don't see this often. That's why I went ahead and bought it back. I said, okay, yeah. Classic 4AD. It's kind of like now or never. It's like whatever was going through that made me sell it. If I don't grab it now, I'll probably never see it again. Very happy to pick this up today. Very cool. Let's see, more on the music tip. This is my album right now, Catatonia, Dead End Kings. Right now, the song Ambition, I hear it in my head right now. It's just, I won't try to explain. It just fits what I'm thinking about and feeling right now a lot. Some other stuff. Daniel Sallows Rigsby, I just want to warn you, man, do not listen to Fred Frith the way you listen to Joe Satriani, okay? Get a clue. What I said about Fred Frith is absolutely true, but don't listen to him like you listen to Joe Satriani, because you're going to fuck up. It's not the same kind of guitar playing. Fred Frith is a fucking genius, okay? You're going to have to adjust your antenna to get it. Don't foolishly listen to Fred Frith like you would listen to Joe Satriani or Steve Vai or Eddie Van Halen. Okay? That's how you'll get the genius of Fred Frith. Fred Frith is a fucking genius, all right? There's nothing to discuss. The man has picked up the guitar and recorded enough. There's plenty of proof, okay? Said with love. Said with love, Daniel. So, Glass Orchid Aftermath recently brought to my attention that my subscriptions are close to 2,000. I don't pay attention, you know. Since he said that, it's funny. It keeps going back and forth between 1,995 and 1,998. Um, I, I don't know what that means, but what it makes me think is this. If people are so shallow and fickle to subscribe because they see one video and like what I say, but then they watch another one of my videos and then don't like what I say and unsubscribe, well, yeah, dude, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm consistently who I am throughout here. But as I've said in videos, I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not here entertaining you. I'm doing this because I want to, and because music is a big part of my life. Okay, so yeah, I'm not trying to please people. You know, I have in the past, and I'm done with it. You know, all it does is bring misery. So I almost have 2,000 subscribers. One way or the other, I'll pass 2,000 sometime. Am I going to have a contest? Hell no. Two reasons. One is I can't afford it. I can't afford to have a contest. I can't afford to send you all stuff. I'm trying to, I need to make some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason. It's like, yeah, I can't afford to have a contest, and I don't want to. I don't want to have a contest. What does having 2,000 subscribers almost mean? Probably nothing. It can be taken in a lot of ways. But what I'll take from it is this. Apparently, what I have to say is interesting. Is it a form of validation? Maybe. I'll take it as that. Could it be also something negative? It could be, you know. But that's not what I'm seeing and feeling. I'm glad that you folks like to join me in my videos. When I talk about music, I talk about myself, I talk about life, I talk about whatever's on my mind. Thanks for being here with me. Thank you. Thank you. I get a lot of personal messages, and I got an interesting one last night. Won't say the person's name, but I will respond now, so I hope you watch. I hope you're watching. I got a letter from a fellow who was intrigued by my comment about meeting Robert Fripp and freezing up, which rarely happens. And he wanted to know if it was related to my autism. I'd like to say this. I'm not sure if what I'm saying about myself is autism or if it's a form of Asperger's. But I do know this, that as a child, up until my late 20s, in many situations, I literally had to watch others to learn how to respond, you know, appropriately. I've known forever that I'm not your typical average normal person. Thank God, you know. And so with Robert Fripp, it wasn't like I was intimidated in a negative way. I know a lot about Robert Fripp's career. It was in that moment of passing. He's passing me. You know, we were walking. I'm going this way. He's coming that way. I couldn't think of a good reason to stop him in his tracks. That's ultimately what it is, okay? I wasn't afraid of him. And I want to share this with you, what has helped me in acclimating to social norms was, as I have been observing throughout my life, the one thing that has continued to strike me is that, well, this whole idea that there are some people are more put together than others and therefore they're better than others, that just is a sham. I saw that. I've been seeing that over and over and learning that again and again, is that no one is above anyone. People place themselves above others, but they're not in reality. I see it. No one is better than me or worse than me. I may dislike something about what you do. I may like something about what you do, but we're equals. We are the same organism. We're the living, breathing organism that is this existence, however vast it is. And so that has been helping me over time to get past feelings of low self-esteem, concerns about being appropriate, concerns about not knowing what's the right thing to say, because no one knows the right thing to say. We're just making it up as we go. But I hope I'm saying, I wish I could say what's in my being, which is I know with my entire self that you, whoever you are, who that wrote me that letter, no one is above you, better than you. There's no real reason to be intimidated by others. Speak your piece and be who you are. It has to do with why I am the way I am when I meet other artists and musicians, because they're my peers. I'm a fan, but I'm a peer. Like when I met Michael Gyra, some folks would think, oh, he'd be pretty intimidating. Well, he tried to be, but I saw right through it. I did. It was great. And if you look at the picture closely, the picture of me and Michael, look at his two eyes. Now, again, for you folks that think I'm crazy, think it. This is what I see. This is my experience. Look at his eyes, okay? The eye that's next to me is softer than the one on the other side. In other words, we're touching, you know what I'm saying? And you can be a fuckhead to me from a distance, but if we meet in person, that'll change. It will. It happens all the time. And so, Michael, you can see it. The part of me that's touching me, it's soft. It's human. He knows he's okay. You know what I'm saying? I put my arm around him, and he put his arm around my waist. Okay? He's still got that outer countenance. That's who he is. But he's human. And that one, I felt it. I felt it, but I also see it in his eyes. Okay? So I'm not intimidated by people. I didn't know what to say in that moment. Okay? And I want to encourage you to don't believe the lie that you're less than anyone, or that for some reason you need to be intimidated by people. People are assholes. We're all assholes. Remember that, okay? We have the good side, we have the bad side. That's the thing that I understand about being a charismatic person, is like, people like me, but I got a prickly fucking side. I can be a real dick, you know what I'm saying? I choose to be nice, but please don't fuck with me. Because I can be a prickly pear. You know what I'm saying? Folks that are just coming on. I mean, like, I've only erased a few videos. Most of them I don't have any regrets about. Some I have erased. The dislike rant that I did a while back, I'm still getting comments about that. People catching up. And for one dude who recently wrote me, I didn't respond to him. It's like, I've grown since then. You know what I'm saying? I've grown a lot, and it's real obvious in the videos. So just keep watching my videos, okay? You'll see that I've grown, okay? And I'll say it again. The reason why I disabled the dislikes is because I don't like anonymous shit. And if someone would have the nerve to, disrespect me to my face, I can deal with that. Feel me? And I'm not a bad man, but when we meet face to face, well, we're both humans, and then we can work it out. I've only met a few folks who were completely psychotic or completely evil that I could not communicate with. And I've worked in the mental health field for 30 plus years. I've worked with murderers, child molesters, S&M freaks, people who have, disfigured themselves. Work with people who disfigured their friends, help them to get disability. All kinds of people, okay? Step to me, people, in real life. At work, when I was working at Community Alliance, one of my favorite things to say is when we would get difficult people in, is I would tell the other staff that were all intimidated, I said, get the fuck out of my way. I can get along with Satan if I had to, and I don't believe in Satan. I think that Satan is a part of us, it's a part of our nature that we want to assign outside of it. We just can't deal with our evil nature, it's in us, you got to choose. I'm in touch with my dark side. How would you know light if there wasn't dark? So Thank you, people, for liking to watch my videos for whatever reason. Just thought of it. I want to congratulate Dr. Dereck. Today is 5 years that he has since his stroke. Congratulations, Mark. You're going to be fine. Good health to you. And thank you for being here in the vinyl community with your voice of reason. You're an intelligent man. And I appreciate you speaking with reason, okay? You might hear me diss other bands, but I'm not going to diss any people. I mean, I dissed individuals of bands, but I still love them, okay? But I'm not dissing any members, anybody here. Okay, I love you all. And work through your shit, you know. But give some love to Dr. Dereck. 5 years since he had a stroke, and he's kicking ass. You're a hell of a dude, okay? The other thing is there's a lot of activity on here, and I pick and choose what I watch, you know. And the long videos are hard to get through, and some of them I'm just not going to watch, okay? But I'm glad that the vinyl community exists. I'm glad it's here. Just keep this baby humming, keep it rocking. Keep it rocking. I had more to say, and it's just kind of eluded me. The other thing I'll say while it's on my mind is this album is on repeat in my mind right now. The song Ambitions, what an amazing song. I'm going to bring it up on my iTunes right now because that's how I'm playing right now. So I can just play it over and over and over again, you know, easily. I just love the sound of the band. Love his voice. Shit, this is cool. Hear my words fall down. Fuck, that's fucking killer. God, this is good. See my visions fade. Oh, this is good. Better time. God damn, this is good. Thanks, everyone.